My name is Megan Millender. This is the second installment of Megan Millender Does the NHL. More than anything else, this one's kind of like a post-game report. Did get the chance to see the Devils-Flyers game tonight. Flyers came out on top of the Devils 3-2. Scoring started in the first period. 7 minutes into the first, Parise was looking for a feed to Kovalchuk. Didn't find Kovalchuk, but found Pronger's skate. Bounced it right into the net. Parise did get credit for that one, though I think Pronger deserved it. Second goal by New Jersey actually came at the beginning of the second period, a minute and 1 second in. Salmela got a shorthanded goal following a cheap shot, elbow to the head by Jeff Carter immediately following his goal. He actually hadn't even gotten finished celebrating yet. There was blood on the ice, no penalty on the play though. The good thing is that, well, it's not good that Salmela was taken off of the ice by a stretcher, but he is okay. There was no concussion, just a cut on the nose, but he did get the wind knocked out of him. The end of the second period was when things really started to pick up for Philly. Minute and 36 seconds left. James Van Riemsdyk got a wrist shot. Ended up, well, becoming a goal, cut the deficit to 1. Then 23 seconds left. A little over a minute after that first goal by Philly, Jeff Carter ended up tying the game. New Jersey gave up an odd man rush, and Philly capitalized on it. In the third period, 12 minutes and 2 seconds in, is actually when Kimmo Timonen took the lead for Philly. He set up Richards, who was right in front of the net, 3-2. New Jersey didn't score anymore, though Philly did give them many chances, took many penalties in that third period. Philadelphia has actually taken more minors than any team in the NHL. Really good game, though, all around. It was nice to see Philly come back, score those 3 unanswered goals, but a lot of things I had to say about tonight's game. First off, Philly, you need to stay out of the box. You have taken more minors than any team in the NHL. Though, killing off penalties, it does build up momentum. It does get your fans riled up. But wouldn't it just be easier to not hook and not trip and not high stick and keep that extra man on the ice? Carter, in my opinion, should have gotten a major for that hit on Salmela that took him out of the game. It was an elbow to the head. The league will review it. There was blood on the ice, and I smell a suspension coming for Carter because it's not the first cheap shot he's gotten. But after those 2 goals that Philly picked up at the end of the second period, it looked like it really got their offense fired up. They came out in the third period with a vengeance, with purpose. They meant business when they came out in the third period. They really turned the offense around. They were driving hard to the net. They were taking shots. They were confident. They were focused. They even took less penalties in the third. I'm not going to say they took none. They did take a lot throughout the entire game. Definitely more in the first and second, though, than in the third. But it's going to take a lot more than one game to convince me that the Flyers are ready for the playoffs, if they even make it at this point. But, come on, Philly. Don't let this city become the city that players go to die. Talented players go to die. Daniel Briere, Chris Pronger, Ray Emery. These were all great players at one point, and arguably still great players, but they haven't performed at the level that they have been. When Daniel Briere played for Buffalo, when Chris Pronger played for Anaheim or for St. Louis, when Ray Emery played for the Ottawa Senators, obviously they're still good players, but I know that they could play at a much better level than they have been. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what the problem is right offhand, especially for someone that's not spending time on the bench or in the locker room, but it could be a coaching problem at this point. Do they have quarrels in the locker room? Is it a problem between the players? Either way, I think Paul Holmgren does need to make a change, be it a trade or a new coach at this point. Though I don't think it's Laviolette. I do like Peter Laviolette, but whatever it is, what they're doing now isn't working, and they need to do something to reignite this offense. They need to make a change that's going to reignite this offense. But in other news, I am glad to see Parise and Kovy working as well together on that line as they have. You can tell they do look for each other, and occasionally they do find each other. They've been making a lot of shots on goal together on that line. I think on the power play, they're going to be very, very dangerous once they really get the feel. Once New Jersey really gets the feel for having Kovy on the team, they're going to be very dangerous 5-on-5, especially in the playoffs. But I always love seeing players that were traded thriving in new cities. It's great for the players, it's great for the city, and it's great for the league. But like I said before, I don't see them as the New Jersey Devils that everyone's expecting right now. I do think that they need to get a feel for Kovy first. But this has been the second installment of Megan Millender Does the NHL. Thanks for watching.